Hi everybody, here am I with Justin Nock of Phil Glass and Swiggett. It's a name that's been around for a long time, but Justin has been involved and has owned the company since when?
Phil Glass and Swiggett for nearly 3 years now.
Right, and you took over from the Rogers.
Yeah, we took over from them in 2014.
Okay, and have you changed their philosophy in any way? Have you gone in a particular direction, or?
No, not really. The brand was well known for being high quality and irreverent, so that suited us perfectly.
Yeah, I remember always seeing the Rogers at high-class tastings around the world. I'm presuming you're going to do the same. You're doing the same.
We do a lot.
Is there any particular area that you specialise in?
I mean, we've always been well known for our Australian range, and that's still excellent. I'd say over the last 2.5 years we've really developed our South African and Californian ranges very strongly. But even though we're known as a New World specialist to some extent, it's still France and Italy which are the two most important countries of origin for us.
Yes. Obviously they produce a lot of wine there, and a lot of good wine. And how do you see the future? How do you see things growing? You've got 2 shops. You looking for any more?
Not at the moment. We can do a lot more with the stores we've already got. We're doing a lot more events and activities. We find that the old model of people just coming into a shop or waiting for people to come into a shop, browse the shelves and know what to buy and walk out increasingly gone. It's a bit like the book market where people are expected to go in and know what books to buy. You've got to be more engaging in that. So we do a lot of tastings, we do a lot of dinners, we get winemakers in to do lectures and taste through their range. We try and be a bit more hybridised, if you like.
Where do you do your dinners?
We do them in the store, actually.
In the store?
Yeah, so in our store in Battersea, our neighbouring restaurant is Osteria Antica Bologna. They do great Italian food. So we close the store and have their staff come in and service and do basically take away from their restaurant, but do it in a closed environment in our shop. People love it.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very good. And do you see how do you see wine retailing in the UK developing?
I think a lot of it is going to be much more online, electronic, but you're increasingly seeing a hybridised model too, where people are now able to come and try wines in retail environments. Increasingly, retailers are offering opportunities for people to sit down and drink wine on the premises. That requires quite a bit of work in terms of changing licensing and sometimes the sort of shape and structure of your shop. This doesn't always work for an existing store, but certainly giving people the chance to taste either using things like Corrigan or enomatics or doing focused tastings, tutored tastings or open tastings. That's what you've got to do.
Yes.
Because people expect to be able to have a more tactile experience with wine before they buy it.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things about online is 2 things that I always find is a little bit difficult. One is, bottles of wine are heavy. The cost of actually delivering is quite a lot.
Yeah.
And secondly, I think you've also got the problem with online of returns. If people don't like something, or
perhaps even worse than that, the people who don't return stuff,
and they complain
when they don't like something. And you might not hear from them again. No, I think the whole fulfillment part is a very difficult piece to solve because at the ultimate point, people are often not home when they need to deliver. People live busy lives. Courier companies are not known for being very well catered or geared up for handling heavy, fragile goods like wine. And I reckon you speak to any retailer in this country who ships wine and they will give you 100 stories of problems they've had with couriers losing or breaking stock. There's potentially a huge business opportunity for someone who can solve that. If they can have a dedicated wine courier business.
Well, there are supposed to be some, of course.
There are supposed to be some, but they could be better.
Do you ship your own wines from abroad, or do you normally buy?
We do that.
But you exclusively, or do you buy from other UK wholesalers?
We do the whole range. We buy from a lot of different wholesalers because it gives us a completely customised and very interesting high quality range, so we can list the wines that we want. We don't do it out of convenience to say that we use 4 suppliers and makes our range easy to manage. We buy from dozens, which makes it administratively difficult, but we have really the best wines from different parts of the world. But we also ship a reasonable amount of wine because it's a way for us to have wines that are unique to us, so that people can only get them from us, and it gives them a reason to come back. And they've been some of our best-selling wines as well.
Okay, well that's good. And so the future, you think, is definitely online, or you think retail will go away and fade? Or
I don't think so. I think you hear anecdotally people who are purely online, it's very, very difficult, and all of those businesses don't always last. People have to know that you're there, and retail gives you a really great marketing opportunity to know that your business is credible, authentic, and where it is, and know where it is. And so I think if you can build online off the back of that, that's definitely the future.
Okay, and you're still going to maintain your quality. You're known for your quality wines. You're not selling cheap rubbish.
No, you always need to offer some value wines. I think this year it's becoming important to keep looking at that because the pound has been so weak against a lot of other currencies.
Well, exactly. But value is important. It doesn't have to be cheap, of course.
No. I think you can still, look, as long as the wine represents good value, you can get great value wines at 15, 20, 30, 40 pounds a bottle.
Well, this is one of the things, we do in Wine Behind the Label, is we rate wines which are not vintage specific.
Yeah.
So we rate between 1 and 5 stars, or 1 and 5 stars plus.
Yeah.
But we find that at various price points that they have, there are certain producers who have really great value for money wines. You're actually getting it from the producer, not necessarily from the retailer or the wholesaler. They're just sticking on a margin. It is down to the producer sometimes, and sometimes the area where they're in. I always find, for instance, the Languedoc has got great value wines, and southern Italy as well. I don't know where you find any other places.
There's some wines that I think we've been selling very well the last year. Lura, a Godella from Rafael Palacios in Spain.
Yeah.
£18. People love it. Like it's good value at that price.
Yeah.
Similarly, like Cantina Turlan from Beato DJ offer great value wines in the same sort of area. Ridge from California, their wines are now near around £40, but people buy them and go, that is a great wine.
Yeah, it is. They're saying that is £40 worth of wine. And what about places like Eastern Europe or places like India or China? Or
less interest to us. I think there's still a lot of European wine regions from better known areas. For us, that we've been finding a lot of interest in the Mediterranean in the last few years, partly because a lot of our customers take holidays in the Mediterranean, so it's a good way of educating people about what they can try on holidays. But Greece is an area that I think is really starting to do some fabulous, very good value, really delicious wines. So we're building a little niche there. And then we found some great stuff in Sicily, Sardinia, and in the Canary Islands as well.
Okay, well I think Eastern Europe is coming along. I think recent wines that I've tasted, Bulgaria and Romania, Bulgaria in particular, are doing a good job. So maybe that's a place to look for. Further east, I'm not quite sure about Ukraine or Georgia or something like that.
No, they're very... Their market orientation is probably towards the east rather than the west in general. So different palate preference there. I have also seen some good wines from Romania and Bulgaria, but it's hard to have everything. So.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, okay, Justin, thanks a lot. Nice to talk to you and interview you, and good luck in the future for Fil Glass and Swiggett.
Thanks very much.